and being like, this person sucks, or that was really cool,
Yeah.
or this person's really good.
This
It
guy's
goes
going to
quick.
die. Oh, wait. He's going to survive for 26 more minutes.
Truly.
That was pretty heated match we had last round. I didn't think Vincent was going to do it. Then I did, and then he didn't.
So you're just wrong twice.
I was wrong so many times. But who knows? Let's see how we're here. We've got Joe Cantone, a Golden Gate invader on Arakni Marionette, an outsider, if you will,
Oh.
going against Devin Porcher.
In the bottom, it has your home store.
His home store is the Game Parlor. Devin is also a Gugaba champion, but currently sits at 142nd place with 4 points in Season 4.
Those are rookie numbers, Devin. You got to win today.
Numbers. Get it together, Dev. Dev Porch, as we like to call him.
I don't know if it's couth to do this, but does it make sense to say their record next to their names for everybody that's like, I'm assuming these are 4 O's.
They're either 4 O's or, no. Yeah, 4 O's or 3 1s.
I think maybe that's something that
Probably 4 O's.
we could be like, I think that would be, I don't know if that would be too cluttery. Oh, okay. These people are maybe both 3-1.
Okay.
And moving on, we will maybe put their records. That's a good idea for the future. Focus on these guys now, though.
We got Gravy. We got Marionette.
So Gravy versus Assassin is kind of usually Gravy favored. However, Marionette is the one that maybe has some gas, and especially because there's a brand new card of this year. Maybe it's not in Omens, but it was in Compendium called Unmake the Underlings. Was that in Omens? I don't think so. I think it was. Oh, it was Omens. I already got corrected. It was in Omens. So maybe Devin hasn't played against it 100 times yet. But Unmake the Underlings, it looks like it says it'll get rid of 2 allies from your existence. But it is, if this hits an ally, it blows it up no matter how much health the ally has. Or it'll be a gravekeeping effect of you can get rid of a yellow from their graveyard, which would be, of course, I'll use that to get rid of an ally. Which that kind of makes a thought process of maybe future necromancers, their allies will also be yellow, and that's maybe something you can count on if there's a shadow necromancer around the block.
How are you doing after your flight bullshit?
Well, we'll just have to see. Devin apparently won the first battle, Gugaba, back here last year, back when the league was first starting. So maybe that's a little bit of shade. It was a smaller pool, so maybe he's had his moment in the sun, and he'll never get there again. Or maybe he's good. He loves to dabble in lots of games, and he loves the grind. He's a rise and grind kind of guy. Decks and tournaments, bro.
I always think that's a weird thing to mention. Like, you can only beat the people that show up. So whether it's I won the biggest battle hardened ever of 103 on July 11th, or there was 8 people and I won, it's like, oh, you only won because there's 8 people. It's like, well, show up to the tournament and try to beat me then.
Look, I was just trying to make it spicy. I don't know this man or what porch he came from, but he's here to gravy it up.
He's here to dev on him.
And he's gonna he's gonna show us what he's got. I mean, I'm excited. This seems like it's gotten to be a little bit more of an interesting matchup lately. I think Marionette's got a little bit of play. Oh, side
events are happening now. If you start driving from LA, you will get here just in time for them to be over.
I checked in with Tommy's mom.
Tommy Mom's update.
Yeah. She said she loves Victor because it reminds her of Tommy.
Oh, she loves Victor because it reminds her of Tommy. Wow. Her golden boy. We love that. Shout out to Mom. Mom 5K is so ready for Silver Age. She loves Silver Age. What a crazy... I love that.
Mom B5K, if you're not
gonna
looking exactly right at it, looks like Womb 5K. And I was like, whoa, that's great.
Ooh.
Womb 5K is ready.
That's the womb Tommy came from.
Sheesh.
And here we go. Ready for a crazy match.
Ooh, we got the cool hero.
Also, Devin has won a Gigabug before.
Yeah, I know. We talked about that
When you were
already.
getting your salad, we told everyone about it.
Stop backseat casting. Oh, really? I got a hammer right here. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
really?
my hammer.
Sheesh.
Oh, he hit me with the water bottle. All right, sorry. We're not at odds with each other. We're just
We're swinging a dagger.
coming undone a little bit. Some of us may have been chit-chatting well past 1 a.m. last night
Mm.
because we're good friends and we don't always get to hang out. So.
If you are being like, what is going on? I know you saw Marionette earlier, but the new play is just not kidding. It's not been around. It wasn't originally the turn one play every time, but it's very recently of I'm going to flick knives to get my dagger out, mark you immediately. That way I can flip my thing right away. And if I draw Orb Weaver, I can play it right away. To make the Graphene Chelicera, because that's the dagger that makes my deck be gross. Of every single buff works on Graphene Chelicera.
That is pretty good. That's pretty good. And he has indeed marked Mr. Devon Porcher.
And that's why Boots of Omnis Ward are $80, is you can stop that play on turn 0 and not have it happen.
Dang. It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But whenever you see someone doing Base of the Mountain instead, it's you can do whatever you want. Loan Shark is pretty good. We're going to start off with a big pile of gold. 2 gold is enough to have everything be moving for about 3 turns for Gravy. But no allies or anything else is kind of a low roll as your first turn.
Loan Shark, one of the weirdest arts we have, where it's just an anthropomorphic.
Yeah, there's
Shark
not many fish people
in
in
a
the
suit.
game.
Like, why is he in a zoot suit?
Is that just a random dude cosplaying as a shark? Or do you think it's a shark dude?
I don't know. All I know is he didn't get that invitation to be an official cosplayer, so
Sheesh.
he's selling gold on the side.
This turn from Joe is going to be gross as hell. I'm going to play Saber Bloodshed twice. Anytime you see an assassin player grab their hand by 2 or 3s, I just want to be like, please play them one at a time. Because anytime you're like, my next dagger is going to do plus 12. I'm like, oh my God, leave me alone.
Oh, he's too excited. He's too excited. Here we go.
Saber Bloodshed is the best card, in my opinion, in this deck. And he's got 2 of them. But he's going to pitch one of them away. Saber Bloodshed on this dagger is a 5 damage attack that, if it hits, will draw a card.
Your guy pump this? Yes. I can discard to pump any assassin attack. If it's a stealth attack, that's when it gets the on-hit vanish.
Nice.
So the Coven, is that the right word? Coven? Brood. The Brood of Arachnes allow you to discard a card from hand that says Assassin on it to make this an 8 damage attack.
Oh, this is funnel web. Dang, that's +3. That is pretty rough. That's pretty rough. I'm curious why he didn't double up the Saber Bloodshed. I guess maybe, I don't know what else was in his hand, but
He probably had 4 reds. And then what would be a red that you would discard? Maybe this is a D-React. I don't think you would run D-Reacts into Gravy. That's a good way to lose. But maybe you're like, if the D-Reacts say Assassin on them, my D-Reacts now become fodder for my hero power. Which is kind of a dangerous game if the game goes long. But if you're, it's kind of like, if I need to block, I'll use my D-React. If I don't need to block, I'll discard the hero power, is why maybe this hero is so flexible and good.
Devin's already tanking it.
0 allies played is pretty. I haven't seen a gravy start like that in a while. Like, that's got to be like, damn, am I about to fall super far behind? Because this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't block of I don't want to take 8 damage and give my opponent a card, but I also don't want to block with 2 cards.
Taking 5.
Give no quarter.
34?
Yeah.
I'll draw a card.
Yep, I remain marked.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Incision was played, not discarded. Because Incision is an assassin/warrior card. So it could have been discarded, but he played it instead. Which means if there's an attack... Oh, nope. We can't use our hero power if there's no cards in hand. This is Kiss of Death. This is maybe really good to start the turn with, but for it to show up mid-turn is like all my synergy with it is not quite there.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird turn.
But it's still getting the job done. 5 damage. 5 damage going across when you pitch 2 reds is like, oh, all right. Works for me.
I'll transform back. And I'll pass.
Gravy, do something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick.
Took another 4. Kiss of Death plus the deal 1 more damage. What does Gravy have now? I'm going to use my hero power. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep.
Gravy.
Yeah.
I know what card's on top. I'm going to play a blue, which will go to the graveyard. 3 damage first. He does play D-Reacts. Even though... Do you play D-Reacts in a gravy on purpose? You still do? Okay. I don't like playing D-Reacts in a gravy, but my D-Reacts don't do as cool things as marking people. Conqueror is important, yeah. I'm going to play out Swabby because a blue has hit my graveyard, which means anything with Watery Grave can come out and start the party. I think anytime your Arakni opponent is grabbing the mask, you're like, all right, all of this once per game stuff is happening at the beginning because my opponent is trying to make the life lead as big as possible to like dissuade me from starting my own game plan. But Swabby is a big boy, so can't dagger him to death.
Swabby is a big boy. He's chonky.
I'm going to play Codex of Inertia.
Sure.
Oh.
Spell this.
Top card of my deck goes in my arsenal and then makes me discard a card.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Inertia happens to you. Ponder happens to me because I'm reading a book, getting a little more knowledge. You're pissed about how slow I'm reading the book, so you're going to get rid of all your cards. Chelicera is made by my hero power, so that worked out of... It's not a roll. I used my mask to make sure I get the Chelicera as soon as possible by turn 3.
Mm.
The sunken treasure, I think it's just inertia in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, inertia.
Yeah, we'll make sure you can't get that codex back to get me a gold. But that's not the codex you would remembrance back, and remembrance is no longer a thing.
25, get to heart.
I've got 23.
30 minus 8 would be 22.
Yeah. Right.
But they're agreeing that it is actually 23.
Yeah.
Swabby with that. That's a good trade. Cool, you can kill one of my 22 pirates with Kiss of Death. That works for me.
That's kind of a big turn.
I think this is...
This Gravy hasn't been able to set up much.
If these people remember, they are on camera. So I think it should be 22, but...
He took all 8?
Yeah, I don't know what this card is.
Oh, they just have a random card chilling.
Right.
I think he
Well-
maybe... I mean, literally, we could video on demand it.
Yeah.
Yichin, come into the back.
Where did this card come from?
Oh, it's if my phone is close to the ear thing, too.
Oh, yeah. Don't put your phone next to your microphone, dude. I thought that was his card he banished from Sunken Treasure, right? Didn't he
Oh,
banish
if
a
he
card?
flips it over and it's a...
Yeah, if it's in a codex, it's from...
If it's yellow Codex of Inertia, it's from the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Tommy B5K, say that loud enough.
Let's go. We got it. We're all here.
Tommy,
You know?
shake the cameras around if that was right.
You're not. Mark.
They were laughing about it, so I think they're like, oh, that was dumb. So it probably was the yellow Codex of Inertia.
But wouldn't it be banished then? Did it
No,
get
you
banned?
flip over it in Graveyard, and that's why they're
Oh,
like,
it's
oh,
flipping
this
over
maybe
in
fell off the
Graveyard.
top of my deck. And it's
Gotcha,
like,
gotcha,
no, bro,
gotcha.
that was you.
Yeah. I felt like... Oh, he did it. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, Marionette out here having a pretty good life lead. He's been dealing some damage. We got another, was that Rigor Mortis and
I feel like the
Graveyard and a Conqueror and...
Simply like being in.
the first like 20 health of Gravy is always like, I'm not out of the weeds. Like, a Gravy can come back and literally do a Conqueror into a dude and is right back in it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, his health is not his health.
It belongs to others.
That's right.
Call to the Grave is happening. Go grab any card you want from your deck and put it in your graveyard. There's 7 different options you can do with this as Gravy. That's when this would maybe be something you think about. If you want to get Fiddler's Green, you can get some health. If you want to get your ally that helps you prevent block daggers, you would grab Sawbones. So that's why he's there. If you want to flick knives, too bad, so sad. I have Sawbones grabbing it out of midair to stop it.
So I deserve it.
Name 2 other decks you least rather play against than Gravy.
Whew. I can't imagine really love playing Teklo-Vasen is
yeah,
always
Tech.
like a, all right, I guess we're both in the cavern right now or whatever. Marionette is, there's
my
somebody
God.
that plays me in Marionette that always just daggers me for 18 3 times a game. And it's like, we're over in 10 minutes and I go get Chick-fil-A.
Hilarious.
You said I was good.
So you don't want that card, is what I'm saying.
No.
Interesting.
The Conqueror is in Arsenal, but
Correct.
Joe does not know that. Maybe he could imagine it now based on the reaction from Devin. He said, I know what card it is. Just send it, bruh. Inertia happened because of Codex of Inertia. So
All his cards are going under.
we got a lot of allies into the graveyard this turn, but
Yeah.
so far nothing else has quite happened.
Yeah. He's heating up a little bit.
Because we also used our headpiece to put another ally in the graveyard, and that was Chum. Does Chum ruin Marionette's turn that much? Not really, right?
So this is 7?
What does Chum do?
Chum says it's ALS, but a pirate.
Gotcha.
And if you play barraging now, you're going to dump all that barraging damage into Chum instead of the gravy.
Crazy. Hate this card. I feel like Gravy for me is a hero that I am both like on paper I think I'm super into, and then watching it play I'm just like I hate this deck and feel like
Yeah,
goes
wait
against
until all
most
these
of the
dudes
principles
come
of the
out,
game.
brother.
Dude, I know. Every time I see them come out I'm just like ugh. Like I know Prism used to do nasty shit, but like it didn't feel like that bad.
This is my least favorite card, actually. One of the top 3 least favorite cards. Cut from the same cloth. It's either going to happen in Phi or Marionette or any kind of Arakni. You reveal your hand. If there's an attack reaction, mark them. Your next dagger gets +4. This is basically Scar for Scar and Seduce Secrets put together on the same card. And one of those is a Majestic.
Yeah, this is a rare. It only blocks 2, though.
But so does Scar for Scar. Like, Seduce Secrets blocks 0.
Dang, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
And it works on everything I'm doing. So if we're paying attention,
Coming in for 12.
bump 4, bump 4, bump 4, dagger is 12 damage. Cool, I'll block 1. Not great, Bob. But this is my 1 copy of Fiddler's Green in this deck. So when this hits there, I'll gain 3 life back. Most people shortcut that of just, I'll take 9.
Yeah, we did.
This is looking like a much. Well, I guess I thought this would be a fast match, but I thought from the other direction.
Marionette is the one that has game into Mr. Gravy.
It's crazy seeing daggers come in that much. I guess I haven't played many marionettes.
That is kind of their thing. And the person that did that first, you know him by Tao Tao.
Oh, shout out to Tao.
Tao Tao won 2 battle hardens back to back in 2 weeks. Doing, why don't I just make the daggers for 15 plus? Because what are you going to do, block 1?
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Because you're able to. Yeah.
This is Tipple. Tipple's the best card in our deck. It's going to get another ally into our graveyard, draw us a card, be put in our graveyard to make Watery Grave active.
Got a lot of allies in graveyard. I feel like we need to.
Yeah, it was Battle Hardened into a Pro Quest Plus. Was there back-to-back days, or was there a week in between? I just remember being like, oh, Tao Tao was murdering everyone. Same weekend. Yeah. And then, like, I think 3 weeks later, he was my round 1 opponent at Odyssey Games. And I was like, oh, thanks, guys.
I love Tao Tao.
Push repair, guys.
Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, if Tao Tao...
Right after London.
It was, like, immediately after London, yeah.
It was the Santa Clara.
Sheesh. We're all remembering back. That was basically a year ago. And Marionette's probably
Was that
got...
right after he got
Yeah, he could play.
unbanned?
Yeah.
They freed Tao Tao,
He flew home from London.
and he just went off.
Sheesh.
It's like, yeah, check this shit out. They un-LL'd him. That's right. You can't keep a good man down, LSS. Sheesh.
We got Unmake the Underlings in Joe's hand. So maybe this is a time where Joe was like, sure, I'll take some more damage because I'll have free ability to basically kill whatever ally I want of yours. From the 7 you're presenting in the graveyard, or that's not 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the graveyard. Sawbones is the one who goes, actually, I can prevent that.
Yeah, that one sucks.
I would say, I say this every time, Sawbones is by far the best ally.
Yeah.
It's literally the jack of all trades. The fact that it does 6 damage, I feel like it would still be the best if it did 5 or 4. The fact that it does 6 is insane. It's got 2 health randomly instead of just 1. So, like, you have to do 3 damage to kill it because he can prevent it from himself. He's just the best. And there was a Sawbones in the Marvel Magic set. I was like, they're copying us now? We've copied them for so long, I didn't know it went the other way.
We're all just one big trading card cesspool.
Saltwater Swell, that's the one you can still play 9 copies of. If there's a blue on the next card, go ahead and pitch it. But we hit a red. But this is a good red for everyone to know about because it's my big-ass D-React.
My big ass, the D-React.
If you see a big-ass D-React coming, are you like, crap, I should block more because they're going to be able to block me? Or is it like, no, I got to go straight at that D-React and make him play it as soon as possible?
I feel like you just want to get it out of the way, right? Otherwise, what are you doing? You're just going to not
21.
Do anything? You got to do something. This game is about action. Attack actions.
I feel like the more things,
Podcast.
yeah, this card game, it could be like every card game, but it's like if you're the one who's asking questions, you're usually the one who wins. And my questions are, how are you going to block Sawbones?
Oh, you meant like metaphorically.
I can mean whatever.
Well, I thought you meant like if you're asking questions like, hey, Judge, what does my card do? And
Yeah.
how do I play this game?
That's not the questions.
Which is
you
where
want to
I'm
ask.
coming from, and I don't win the games.
Sawbones twice. He heard us talk about how good Sawbones is through the curtain and said, well, I'll just do the other one then, too. This will help Homeboy survive a whole bunch.
He's got double sawbones. He's going to just do what he wants to do and get more guys out. And then, okay, so this Sawbones and I forget which other one are like the ones that just maybe like, oh, this is just
Six
Dromai
damage.
again,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate this. Like,
The, yes.
it's like, oh, okay, you just have an answer for
His name is
everything.
Rigor Mortis.
Everything I want to do, and you're just gonna stuff me, and it's just for what I know it's not easy, but it always just feels so freaking easy for them to get all this shit out there and ruin your day.
The thing that is cool about Gravy is this game has been balanced on 4 cards for 6 years, and then Gravy's like, I'm just going to touch 11 cards.
Well, except those 2 years where Chain was here. but-
Yeah. Well, it was balanced around 4 cards, but Chain just was unbalanced.
Yeah, same.
Pain in the backside,
What, dude? I'm just doing my best.
that kills.
Oh, you're talking about this card. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Pain in the backside, I think, got stuffed by the double prevention, so he had to add the dagger on top
Dang.
to kill that Sawbones.
Dang.
This is Unmake the Underlings. I think instead of trying to attack Sawbones, maybe you just take the guaranteed get rid of Chum. That's a very cool option for everybody. It is guaranteed. And it's coming for 1 damage against Gravy.
And if it hits, it destroys a
I did think that for the longest time, but you can only get rid of 1 ally with Unmake the Underlings. It's if this attacks an ally and does damage to it, the ally is dead no matter how healthy it is.
Mm-hmm.
If this attacks a hero, turn a yellow in their graveyard upside down.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it's literally just gravekeeping, but for yellows.
So I get marked.
And maybe I'm not saying it exactly right, but that is the intent behind that thing.
Oh, yes! Red's on top.
Whoa.
Bro.
He plays more than 1 Fiddler's Green. When this hits an ally, destroy the ally. When this attacks a hero, turn an ally face down. I made up that
Gotcha.
yellow stuff. That yellow stuff I talked about 26
Aren't-
minutes ago, and that yellow stuff I just talked just now was wrong.
Aren't all the allies yellow?
Yeah, I was saying future allies.
Hmm.
It'll be classed in the yellow for maybe a Shadow Necromancer, but this
Gotcha.
just says an ally. So sorry to any LSS producers that are watching this.
Yeah, I'm not sorry.
And now I will commit to kill Sawbones because this will work unless you're playing a Fearless Confrontation. Do you have it?
Oh wait. I'm killing that.
But he's realizing he's 1 off health-wise,
Yeah. Okay.
and he already broke his 1 of boots,
Dude, what
so that sucks.
Oof.
This is what Devin needed
Oof.
because even though the ally is tapped and won't be able to attack next turn, it's still going to regain all its health and be around.
Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it.
One IV playing Roman numeral dice is kind of mean because that is not easy to remember what that is. But
It's
we
pretty
know it's
standard.
4. Yeah, we know it's 4. There's the Tarantula Toxin. He keeps drawing the trap door, which kind of sucks against Gravy.
Yeah.
You don't want to draw trap door stuff.
He does have. Oh, he's got 2 codexes now. which is always a little
Hard to play from Arsenal.
funky.
But pick up the point will be able to kill Sawbones without too much trouble next turn. So he's probably like, cool, I'll be fine.
This does feel like the point in the match where Joe and anybody playing against Gravy has to shift their focus to stop all these allies and not do any damage to the hero, while also trying to block the increasing amount of damage that they're doing with their allies. And you're just like, oh, okay, this is where it just feels a bit unfair. It's like, okay, I get it. He's a necromancer, but bro,
I'm not dead yet. Why is he controlling me?
he got to bring a bunch of friends to the fight, and I'm just here with my little daggers.
He blocks 6. He blocks 6. So I think pick up the point into swing a dagger, and then.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
What
He
happened?
he is discarding the trapdoor thing to go get the trap so he can mark him.
Okay, hoodie's coming off too.
Yeah.
Noticeably.
No
It is
more
getting-
joking.
It is getting hot out there, and the smell is not getting better.
Oh no.
It was a little ripe when I was out there
Oh
last.
no.
But you know what? It's cool. It's a hot day out here in Northern California / the countryside of Ireland.
Oh no. Okay. I have 3 pirate allies up. The whole gang's here. Couple 1 healths and Sawbones to protect him.
Pick up the point. I'll retrieve.
Yeah. Target.
Targeting Sawbones.
Yeah.
That's what we thought would happen.
Clay.
Got him.
Also good.
So that was a turn of. Oh, and then, yep, finish up the codex. Do you have the 0 for 4? I do. Do you have the thing that blocks the 0 for? And then that person goes, yep.
Yep.
Frailty does nothing against Gravy,
Yeah.
except maybe make your boat for 7 instead of 8 from Arsenal.
Boat.
No blocks, reactions. Yep.
Just kidding. There's not anything in my arsenal besides a D-React. And it blocks it perfectly. You won't even get the top card off my deck. I get to use all of my resources next turn. I have 4 cards, 1 ally. The worst ally, though, possible, but it's still an ally.
Which one is that?
That's Oyston.
Wasting.
He's the doesn't cost anything to swing. If your opponent kills him, you get a gold. That was not legal in draft because I think it would have been pretty good in draft. Ley line time.
Oh God.
Do you know what ley line does, Colin?
Prismatic Leyline?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I do know this
It
one.
wins you the game.
This card sucks. They're like, this is where it's crazy. They make this hero, and it's got all these crazy allies. It can do all this crazy stuff, and then they give it a card. Like, here.
I think Leyline was out for like a year first, right? Wasn't it in Misspell?
Is it?
I don't know. Usually I just say something wrong, and then if I'm wrong, it was heavy. No, it was
No, I think it's
Misfill. I got
Misfill,
it.
yeah.
Nice. So it was Misfill. So Misfill, Prismatic Leyline maybe fit into whatever Zen was trying to do, and then that didn't quite work. And then it was like, oh, this is very good because the allies count as yellow.
Yeah.
So I think
No, I mean,
Prismatic Leyline will always be $25 because Necromancer decks.
Yeah. It's pretty insane. The first time someone used it against me, I was just like,
8 on the
wait, what do you mean?
Excuse me?
This is a 0 for 6?
Adding
Yes.
1 to a red is not impressive.
Yeah.
But adding 3 to a blue feels like you're cheating.
You have 1 gold.
only one.
It is so weird how that works.
Well, then adding
Scarf for 5 is like, oh, who cares?
adding 2 to an ally, you're just like, well, that freaking sucks. You have so
Yeah.
many allies. Like, I have to deal with all of them. It's just And I feel like that's what Joe's feeling right now in his brain. Just like, F these allies, bro.
And I think what blows your mind is like Scuba is the dog pirate ally, and he puts ley lines back on the bottom of your deck for you to keep it going. And in the past, when you're trying to fight against this, and you're like, if I'm going to beat this kind of pressure, I'm going to also need to put cards back in my deck. Let me use Remembrance. That's no longer an option for you. And Scuba could outvalue a lot of decks just by sheer existing. We got a roll of 6 from Joe, which is the defensive option one.
Trigger this.
He's going to go look through his deck, which will now mess up any kind of pitch deck, which is pretty nice because now his Codex won't be stuck on the bottom for the rest of the game. He gets to go look for a trap and banish it off to the side, and then that'll be a 5-card hand. 6 if you're nasty and count the arsenal.
I'm nasty.
Which is crazy because all he did was roll a 6. That wasn't anything he could have rolled 5 other numbers and not had a 6th card.
Yeah,
But
he marked a guy too, though. So, he did some stuff. He did some work.
it's happening. But he's also at 11, which if you've been paying attention, this is the first time Joe is under Devin's health to start his turn. So 6 cards is probably exactly what he needs to try and get back in the game.
Is this deck looking thin? Looking a little.
No, I think he's got at least 25.
Yeah, okay. Hard to tell.
Crack gold.
Yeah.
Oh, crack gold. And they get the crack gold. See,
Prismatic Leyline number 2.
10. Oh my god.
This
With a
tipples now
golden
for
tipple.
4.
Draw a card.
I think what's super funny about Fab is like anytime there's a really busted card that clearly not overpowered, but like I know you're going to play powerful cards, but it's the nod in Fab where somebody goes, that completely sucks, but I'm going to nod through it. If you push back 3 times and go back 30 seconds, Joe's nod whenever he said ley line number 2 was hilarious. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I'm blocking this turn.
That's the 10,000 yard nod
Yeah.
of flesh and blood. It's like, oh god damn it!
You
Just
don't
let me play the game.
Yeah. You don't want to block with some of these cards in his hand. So we're touching Flick Knives when I still have to do 17 damage to Gravy. Flick Knives is kind of how you can sneak some damage, but his daggers are not ever replacing like Syndra.
Jittery Bones. Kill the Sawbones off the top.
I'll take 2.
8.
Yep.
Break Chain.
Wow.
Play Sawbones. Dead Threads. Swing Sawbones for 3.
God
Christ.
damn.
Dude, this is brutal.
And I think this is like, all right, we set up the thing earlier of Gravy kind of sucks for Assassins, but Marionette is the one that has the chance, and the chance was huge dagger after huge dagger after huge dagger, but whenever Devin was at 22 and Joe was at like 29, it's not that he bricked, it was more like the allies are finally showing up, and if I let these allies accumulate, I'm going to get overrun.
Yeah.
But damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm going to kill these allies, and now I don't have huge daggers to throw at Gravy's face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough choice. I mean, you always want to just be like, well, if I go to Fate, and sometimes that is the right decision, and knowing when to do that, I think, is what will give you the edge in this matchup. But it's you got to know what's coming your way, and I think we've seen outside of some of these allies, I feel like we've seen very little from Devin's side as far as like real power cards. Like
One
We've had
Conqueror
one
tops.
Conqueror, yeah. So it's like
2 ley lines
There's
is a
still
power,
a-
though, maybe.
oh yeah. I mean, I think, but those were just the last 2 turns. But I think there's been a lot of.
No Gold Kiss run this whole time. That's the first Gold Kiss run.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're right. There hasn't been a deluge of power. It's
Yeah.
kind of been pick and choose your deluge.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, if he had let it get out of hand with the allies, he probably would have just been overrun by this point. But in trying to take care of them, I don't think he really. I think all he did is buy himself a little bit of time, unless Devin bricks. But that seems so unlikely when Gravy has access to so many cards.
Chum will hit, making it gold because Cold Baited Hook has baited correctly. Joe, what are you going to do? Are you going to go at Gravy, or are you going to kill some allies here?
How come they don't make heroes like Gravy anymore?
I mean, I'm desperate for a second Necromancer. Because what I don't want to have happen, I know Illusionist class mirrors are kind of polarizing.
Yeah.
But I think it would be really cool if Gravy Necromancer versus what else? What other kind of sauces are there?
Shadow Necromancer.
No, but like sauces that you get at Thanksgiving or something.
Oh, cranberry.
The Cranberry Necromancer that's shadow based that comes out in 3 weeks. They play against each other, and it's a lot of counterplay. I haven't played the Gravy Mirror that much. I don't know if those are that fun or if it's like, no, whoever has the more allies wins. But it'd be kind of cool if the second Necromancer they make has something that kind of flips. Like, it's not just who has the most; it's who's plays well. Is in the mirror is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think some people would be like, "Oh, you just want to play Magic then," and it's like, "Oh, you're maybe right, but." I love this game system so much and all this stuff that the Cranberry Necromancer that does shadow stuff would be really cool.
Shadow Cran Apple.
I guess her name is Malice. I'm just going to assume Malice is a Necromancer.
Dude. When you guys said Malice is the woman from Rattlebones on our episode of the Attack Action podcast that you can go over and subscribe to
I'm not
on YouTube.
crazy. I'm just.
I was just like, fuck yeah, dude, that would be so sick. So sick. I don't know.
And she has a hammer.
I mean, I've got a hammer.
She has to hammer the bones into allies.
Hammer the bones. No, everyone knows you have to give the bones to Mariah Carey so she can bring in the Christmas cheer. You feed her the bones. No, what I meant more is like, why don't they make a hero that comes out in a set that has all these tools? It has the hook. It has its.
They
chest
banned
piece,
like 3 things too.
and like it can be good and is doing interesting things and is sure he's kind of playing his own separate mini game, which is often annoying in this game. But at this point, we got 30 heroes kind of all doing their own weird mini games. So
I think what you're saying right now too is like
Crackle.
there's no Necromancer class cards by themselves that aren't equipment. There's no Majestics.
yeah,
And usually in every set, the Mystic Ninja, there's also Ninja Majestics. But there wasn't any Necromancer Majestics. So most of the Pirate Majestics, they weren't for Marlin.
yeah.
They weren't for Puffin. It was basically, Gravy got all the Necromancer Pirate Majestics, and then all the Pirate Majestics were also him. So he kind of got 2 sets worth of Majestics.
Which is so odd because maybe they're working on another Necromancer and they're just like,
They
we
have to.
can't do that. But
It's
like,
gotta come out soon.
I mean, I would hope so. It's an interesting class.
Joe's at 1. How did this happen to Joe?
He just has all the value. That's why we haven't even been talking about the cards because it doesn't matter at this point.
Because it is kind of like whenever Gravy gets 3+ allies
Yeah.
and 3+ action points, there's some heroes that go, I don't care. I'll just run you over. I'm Syndra. All your things are dead.
Yeah, I mean,
But Joe, or not Joe, Arakni Marionette, who's played by Joe, doesn't have go again enough to kill the allies and keep going.
Yeah, and he needs to spend so many cards to like buff up his dagger. You know, if you're buffing your daggers, and you got to kill a 6-life chum, like you're toast, man. It's just
And if a second boat comes out at any point, it's just I'll go ahead and scoop.
I think 3rd at this point, but
Oh, there was a second boat.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's why he's so low. Is like
yeah.
I think what's so
he
funny
just
is
boated.
you're playing against Gravy and you're like
Prismatic Leyline number 3 comes out. Yeah, we're toast. He's toast.
like you live and die by the boats.
Yeah.
Like if their boats take forever to come out, you're like, all right, I got Gravy right where I want him.
All right, he's
And
got
then
a
boat
frailty
2 comes
trap.
out and you're like, frick.
Boat 2 comes out. Prismatic Leyline 3 comes out. Chum number 2 comes out. Come on, man. Oh, there's boat 3. Wow. And that's the fist
That's it.
bomb. Wow. Yeah. Interesting. I feel like Joe had a moment where he was running away a little bit at the beginning, but once that allied
I think
party line dance started cooking,
for some reason I thought both Sawbones were at 1. I was like,
Devin, and that was the mistake. That is legitimately the thing.
well, yeah, he broke his boots and then tried to,
Killed an ally but didn't kill the ally.
yeah.
And it wasn't a misrepresentation. It was a misinformation from his own brain of, I thought that ally had less health, but that is an interesting. He's probably explaining it right now. I can shut up about it, but it is kind of like, oh, it's interesting to think that because you haven't touched that ally yet. But I think that's what Sawbones does is just like we were talking last night about Lyeth, of like Lyeth is pretty hard to play because none of the numbers on your cards are actually true.
Yeah.
You have to do the math.
Yeah.
And so whenever Sawbones is up, whenever 2 Sawbones is up, you have to do the math in your head. And you're like, cool, how much damage do I have to do to kill Sawbones? And they're not going to lie to you, but they're also not going to like do it for you. And you can mess up, and that's the difference between 4-1 and 3-2.
that turn
I love losing to myself.
is what he signs.
You're trash, Devin.
Yeah. You didn't beat me,
I'm just
Joe.
trasher right now. Damn, Joe. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, Devin's a Gugaba champion, reigning